What's up, Capoeira Life addicts? Due to a request from one of my friends, Dorada, I've decided to do a Volta por Cima tutorial, which I'm very excited about, as this is one of my favorite moves ever, that I use either as an esquiva or as a Floreio to go ahead and throw into the game. It's beautiful and dangerous because a lot of times you won't know where the next kick or attack is coming from if you do it correctly. With that, I want to give you a quick disclaimer, which is please warm up your backs and necks before you start doing this move, otherwise you will feel it for months to come. And to begin, one of the bases of this move is the QDR, which is a fall on your ribs. It's a little translation. Some people call it a QDR, just to be easier. And basically what it is you fall to your side and you have to find your center of balance. Your elbow will be on your hip bone or somewhere nearby in order to find it. For everybody, it's a little bit different just because we all have different body sizes and shapes. And here's a drill or certain variations that you could do to start warming up to the move. The idea is first to do it. You can keep your feet on the ground, but as you get better with it, you should be able to raise both your feet from the ground. Now notice that I cheat a little bit. There's actually 3 points of contact, my 2 arms and my forehead touching the ground in order for me to do that, and that's completely okay. So just go ahead and practice this and build it up, because otherwise you will not get your Volta por Cima. The next thing that you will need is some good shoulder strength. So I do recommend that you get started doing some shoulder push-ups as the ones that you can see over here. And this is sort of the base of the first half of this move. And I don't know if you've noticed the pattern, but I like to teach movements in stages. So these are all meant to be separate drills that you do. The idea is that you do them till you get good at it, and then you can move on to the next drill. So the first drill was basically the shoulder push-up, and now the second drill would be to do a shoulder push-up, but now you tilt your hips off to one side and you try to push your head through your arms. So your head will actually end up being right underneath your elbow. And once you get that done, then you can start moving on to the next stage, which is lifting your leg. And this is where knowing the QDR comes in handy, because you will actually end up putting your body off to the side and landing your elbow in that same spot that you had practiced your QDR on before. And what you want to do is you want to push your leg to the back, almost as if you were doing an escorpião or like a scorpion kick. And what you want to do is you want to keep building it up until you're able to almost tap the floor with your toes. Now do not despair if you don't feel like you have the flexibility to get all the way to the back. This is not necessary. It's just something that helps a little bit as you get on to the next stage, which is a little bit of a leap of faith. So what you'll do is you'll actually then do a little bit of a hop until you land your foot all the way to the back, as you can see now in this next move. And so what you want to do is you want to hop over, land on one foot. You can keep the other foot straight just for form, where the foot can touch the ground as well. It's no biggie. And that pretty much concludes the first half of the Volta por Cima. And now we're going to attack the second half from the opposite side and then link both movements. So you're going to start basically on the balls of your feet, leaning where your butt is sitting on your heels. You're going to lean back and you're going to place one hand as if you were doing a punchy position. The other one hand, you can see how it's placed over your head. And then you're going to start leaning side to side into almost a QDR position. Now notice how my elbow is landing on that same spot that I've been telling you about, nearby your hip region, as you start leaning more and more towards each side. Now once you get better with that, then you're gonna start kicking that leg, which is to the side that you're leaning on. Now it is a natural tendency for some reason to want to kick with the leg that's above, not the one that's leaning on that side, and that will make you fall flat on your face if you do so. As you can see, this move is exhausting even for somebody who's done it over and over again. And when I first started, I would actually just do about 10 repetitions of whatever drill I was on until I got good at it. So I would do it in the morning, and then maybe I would do it a little bit in class if I still had the energy for it. And once I got good with that, then I would move on to the next. So once you're getting good at this stuff, the goal is that you're basically landing the foot on the other side without falling flat on your face. And so that's where the bar is set. As long as you don't fall flat on your face once you finish that move, then you're pretty much successful, because then you can turn it into whatever you want. And then it's just about joining the two moves. So the first half, which starts from the shoulder position with the shoulder push-up, and then just do the second half of it till you're able to land into a negativa. And there you go. Once you're able to link both of those moves, you have your Volta por Cima. So congratulations if you've gotten to that point. And what I recommend is to do it little by little, by drills. So maybe dedicate about 20 minutes in the morning, do 10 repetitions of each drill at whatever stage you are in, and maybe do 3 sets of that, and then just repeat it in the morning. Maybe if you still have the energy, do it after class, and little by little build up on it. Realize that this is something that you have to have patience. This is something that took me about 6 months, I want to say, in order to get it right, but it is so sweet and so worth it once you get to that stage. So thank you guys for getting to the end of the video. Please let me know in the comments section what tutorial you'd like to see next. I also want to say thank you to Alegria for the awesome camera work, and Hichmo, who you see on the first intro part of the video. And this is Macaquinho signing out with Capoeira Paso French and Capoeira Life Addict. You have a great one.